right, most people know Alexander the Great as the guy who created one of the largest empires in history. But what I think he should get credit for is being the queen bee of the most toxic friend group known to man. So toxic, he actually murdered 2 of his closest confidants. So Alexander the Great was history's original overachiever. He conquered half of the known world by 25, and by 30, he's basically the CEO of Earth. Like, he's out here collecting empires.
The CEO of Earth?
He's like, how much does the Earth cost? I'm going to buy the Earth.
Well, when you have like your name followed by the Great, you better own the Earth.
Right.
He's the Great.
Right.
He's collecting empires like I collect hotel mini shampoos. But the real tea is his friend group was a hot mess. Like, toxic squad goals had a Mount Rushmore. These guys would be on it. And not like a nice inspirational Mount Rushmore. The one where George Washington is crying in a corner and Abe Lincoln is stabbing him in the back. So, first up in our toxic friend group, it's Cletus the Black, which is it says his name, so don't come for me in the DMs. They literally had to call him Cletus the Black, so he would not be confused with Cletus the White, who was also called Cletus the White.
I didn't realize Lana Del Rey was around back then playing this music.
His claim to fame was saving Alexander's life in battle. Literally, he chopped a guy's arm off mid-swing. Huge hero moment. MVP, the kind of friend who helps you move apartments and brings his own moving truck. But a few years later, Cletus gets drunk at one of Alexander's banquets because obviously Alexander threw banquets like weekly yoga classes. And what does he do? He starts roasting Alexander. Like, back in my day, your dad Philip was the real king. Bad move, considering Alexander is holding a spear and has daddy issues the size of Macedonia. And boom! Cletus becomes the entree. Murder at the dinner party. Like, sir, that is not a wine pairing. That is manslaughter with hummus. Next up is Parmenion. He's the older general, the responsible one, probably the guy who carried everyone's passports and made sure that chariots had gas. He's the adult in the room, the one who texts everyone reminders, hey, don't forget the spear sharpening people. But Alexander starts thinking Parmenion might be plotting against him. And does he pull him aside for a chat? Nope. Does he send passive-aggressive notes? Nope. He sends an assassin. Like, imagine your boss fires you, but skips HR and just hires a hitman. That's not leadership. That's a Netflix true crime documentary waiting to happen. And here's the kicker. Parmenion is 70 years old. Like, maybe let him retire with a pension, a villa, and a nice llama. But nope, dead. He killed him just like that. Honestly, that's why no one wants to be friends with overachievers, because they will murder you if they think you're competing. The last one is Hephaestion. This is Alexander's best friend, rumored lover, and emotional support general. And when he dies, probably from a fever because ancient medicine was basically just like rub dirt on it and hope for the best, Alexander loses it. And not like, oh, I'm going to curate a sad playlist and cry into some ice cream lose it. No, he full on cancels the music, shaves the horses, crucifies the doctor, and loses it. Imagine your bestie dies on you, and you're like, I'm canceling Spotify Premium, and I'm also executing the nurse. That's not grief. That is a full Bravo reality show meltdown. And the Empire just goes along with it. No questions. You know that moment when a toddler decides to nap on the floor and everyone just tiptoes around him? That's ancient Babylon under Alexander. And all of this drama, it usually happened at banquets because obviously Alexander loved to party. Wine flowing, everyone's togas accidentally showing more than intended. Basically, ancient frat parties with swords. Someone's always drunk, someone's always crying, someone probably gets stabbed. Picture a Greek wedding, hors d'oeuvres, gossip, awkward dancing, and suddenly your uncle is dead because someone misremembered a battle story. That's dinner with Alexander. I'd personally stick with Olive Garden. So yeah, Alexander conquered Egypt, Persia, Babylon, but his real legacy, the most toxic friend group in the world. Forget empires. This was a Bravo reunion with swords. And the moral of the story is, you can be called the Great, but if your conflict resolution style is stab now, cry later, congratulations. You're just the ancient world's most successful toxic ex.
Thank you, Ab. Thank you. Well done.
What's your history lesson for today?
Ye Olde Gossip.
I've learned so much.
Manslaughter with a side of hummus. And Cletus. Times 2.